Apparently, grunting is is a way that you can actually get more out of your workout when you grunt, especially when you're lifting weights. So we've always heard people do that, right? They go, "Ah!"
The best is, in the Olympics when they're screaming at the top of their lungs. And it's like, come on, dude, is it really that dramatic?
Some believe grunting is natural and it helps you actually lift more weight, while others argue that it's nothing more than a nuisance in the gym. It's like these tennis players that have to, every time they hit the ball.
Yeah.
I like watching the women do it.
Yeah.
The guys annoy the hell out of me. Because I can make it sound sexual if it's a woman. Stop it. I don't like it when you're doing it. I'm sure it sounds... Making noise during workouts help you exert more physical force at the expense of your opponent's ears than attention.
Well, that's good then. Then all these people that have been told not to grunt while they play tennis, well, you're telling them to dumb down their game, essentially. So now all tennis players are going to grunt because this study comes out. Now bodybuilders are going to grunt. Now every type of sport.
Why are we grunting in tennis? Is it to distract your opponent?
Well, that's not it at
all.
all
About the
if it helps you get more power behind your shot, which you're kind of saying, it helps you exact more exertion.
Yeah, right.
According
to this,
on whatever it is you're doing, well, then you're going to hit it harder when you're grunting, theoretically, right? I mean, if you need to grunt to get that extra weight up over your head.
Have you ever been doing something and you realize you're annoying everyone in the room?
You do it all the time.
Eating with your mouth open.
Yes.
Or just breathing funny.
Sometimes you do that all the time.
Stop it. I do not.
You eat with your mouth open all the time. It's almost as if you want to...
It's because I'm eating an apple.
You want to showcase to the world that you're eating. You're like, look at me, I'm eating.
I eat apples loud.
You are not.
You have to open your mouth to do that.
You eat soup with your mouth open.
God, don't yell at me.
Soup is like something that falls out of your mouth and you still feel the need to eat it with your mouth open.
What are you talking about?
God.
It's hot. You got to...
Same thing with coffee.
Yeah, you got to slurp it, man. You don't want to burn your tongue. You ever burn your tongue? Of course you have. Everybody has.
Because I don't slurp coffee.
No, if you slurp it, that introduces air that's going to cool it down as it comes into your mouth. That's why you do that. My point is, I'm too worried about always bugging other people. And I would think, like, if you're in a gym situation and you're lifting, and you're like, oh, it's that guy.
You're not worried about
that guy. Oh, it's the grunter.
So you're worried about it at the gym, but not at the dinner table?
Well,
or the
no one's
table,
ever said anything
table?
about the way I eat except for you.
Because I spend the most meals with you than anybody in the world.
We have breakfast together almost every day.
And usually lunch, too. We will have about 1.3 meals a day with each other.
So the question is, what is the most annoying sound that you hear someone else make? I have a friend who was a little overweight, and he breathes through his mouth. I'm like, why are you breathing like that? And he's, huh? I'm like, oh, sorry, dude. Like, yeah, it's breathe through your nose. Can't stand it. 543-3693, you can let us know.
You see what I'm doing right now?
It's the 805
irritate you.
Call and text line. You're doing this thing that I know I do, where I mouth things back to you as you're talking. At first, I thought you were trying to communicate with me, and then I realized, no, he's just being Jeff.
Jeremy does this thing. He's done it for 20 years. It is the most annoying thing a coworker could do. And it's to the point where I can't look at him when I talk, because he'll sit there and he will mouth the words that are... You're doing it right now.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not.
When I said mouth, your mouth opened
I was
up.
drinking out of a glass on purpose, so you can't say that I'm doing this.
Because when you drink out of I know you're not drinking out of a glass, because when you drink out of a glass, you usually go, afterwards.
I had no idea. I'm so annoying.
Jeremy will do this thing.
You're giving me a complex. I'm going to ask my wife tonight. I'm going to do I do all these things?
Just let me build the Trump wall between us, please. Can I build the Trump wall in the studio? You're always finding ways to clear out stuff in between us, like monitors and things, so we can make eye contact.
What if we can put you in another room?
Eye contact is a very important aspect of what we do, because we're supposed to look at each other and take cues off of each other. So
I can't look at you right now.
Yeah.
It's too awkward.
But see, the thing is, I'm
afraid I'll start mouthing my words back to you.
If I'm talking to Jeremy and I'm looking at Jeremy when I'm talking at him, he will mouth the words, and you're trying very hard not to do it right now.
I keep my mouth shut.
It's all now. I'm weird because I'm so used to you doing it.
You don't know how to talk?
Now that you're not doing it, it's like I don't know.
Is that
how
why
to
you
act.
stutter so much when you're trying to have a thought?
That is exactly why.
Because I'm mouthing.
Because I'm like, what is he doing? Is he?
Well,
mouthing,
I'm over here trying to help you.
Mouthing the words back to me as I'm saying them.
I'm over here trying to help you because you stutter and then you stammer, and I'm like trying to help you get there. I think that's probably why I do it.
One of my daughter's favorite movies is Little Rascals, the one that they came out with in the 90s. The reboot, the remake of the television show. And in that, there's a blooper reel. And what happens is in the movie, they're little kids that are acting throughout this thing. So the kids sit there and they mouth the other kids' words.
Okay.
During the movie. And some of them actually made it to the actual finished version of the movie. And it's annoying. Because you see one girl talking, but then another girl is sitting over here mouthing the words of the one, and that's what I feel like it is working with you when you're mouthing the words back to me. And it's not even a noise you make. Well, so here I am making a big deal about it, and I seem like a friggin' diva.
Yeah, you are. Because I don't think it's that big a deal.
Because people don't hear it.
I don't think it happens as much.
People don't hear it, but man, it is.
You can see it.
One of those things that if you saw it, you'd be like, dude, what's he doing?
Like, if this was a TV show, people would think I'm having a stroke.
Yeah. You're like,
why is his mouth moving? He's not saying anything.
It's the weirdest thing. And it throws me off on a regular basis. Sometimes you'll see me.
It's kind of a,
close my eyes. I have to close my eyes.
Is it a tick?
And talk. It must be a tick. And I've actually noticed you because I know I make a big deal about it because we work together.
Maybe I have like Asperger's or
and
something.
I talk to you more than anybody and you talk to me more than anybody.
Right.
That I've noticed you do it with other people. Like you will mouth words that other people are doing. Now, I don't think it bothers them as much because
they're not divas.
They don't recognize it because they're spending like 5 minutes with you and then they move on. I could spend 4 hours with
I don't
you.
know how to. Should I have a mirror in front of me? Maybe that's what it should be. And when you're talking, I'll just have the mirror in front of me. So
What's
if
a mirror?
I catch a mirror.
You mean a mirror?
A mirror that you look into.
A mirror.
A mirror. Yes, a mirror.
A mirror.
A mirror, yes.
A mirror.
Okay, I could slow it down and pronounce it mirror. Or you could just say a mirror.
A mirror? It's mirror.
It's mirror.
Okay.
That's what I said.
All right. I
didn't say a mirror.
You said a mirror.
I said a mirror. I said a mirror.
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 Mirror. Now you got me saying it wrong. All right, I hate you. Maybe I should have a mirror in front of me, and then I don't have to look at you. I just look at myself.
Mispronounce words like mirror?
I used to have to talk to myself a lot as a kid. Because I lived out in the country, I didn't have a lot of friends. I had a couple friends, but sometimes they were busy doing other things, and so I just, I have to play with myself.
When you live in rural,
talk to myself.
When you live in rural areas, you must look into a mirror.
Outside areas. I can't say rural.
Or mirror.
For that mirror.
Today is Bring Your Hangover to Work Day. A gentle reminder from Jeff and Jeremy in the morning on 93.3 KZOZ.